Alrighty, everybody. Hello. What's up, everyone? How you doing? It's Sunday. It is Father's Day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In the United States, I don't know if it's worldwide, but definitely today in the United States, we celebrate Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to anyone out there who is a dad, a prospective dad. And hope you have a good day. If you have the opportunity to reach out to your dad today and speak with him or do something nice for him, definitely do, if at all the situation warrants that. Nice holidays. I'll celebrate the father figure in our lives, the one who raised us, or at least hopefully raised us, and was one of those two most influential figures growing up, right? I personally will be calling my dad later today, and we'll be wishing him a happy Father's Day and seeing exactly what he's up to, because I'm not sure what he's going to be up to, quite frankly. You should as well if you can. All right. So today is Sunday. Today is June 16th, 2019. I am Darkside Phil, of course, and I welcome you to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. Another full gameplay day on the docket, on the schedule here. And it should be a fun one. Let's talk about what we'll be doing today. First of all, we're going to begin with more Final Fantasy IX, where we left off. We're going to walk towards this big sand-like tornado in the middle of a desert and see what happens. Apparently, this is going to unlock some new area or something and go from there. I've very much been enjoying Final Fantasy IX up to this point. If anything, the only frustrating part of the game is definitely with Quina learning the monster abilities, because there's no way at this point with that party to see the HP of the monsters. So I never know how much HP they have and if I'm close enough to absorb a monster ability or not. And in addition, sadly, it's a little annoying because you don't know what monsters will actually teach you abilities. So you could spend 5 to 10 minutes on a single fight trying to whittle down the health of a monster to finally eat it and then find out, oh, that one doesn't give you an ability. Like, oh my god. It's definitely something that if you have a guide, it's going to help you out, right? If you have a guide, it's going to definitely aid you in figuring shit out, versus without that guide, it can be pretty frustrating. But outside of that, the rest of the game's been good. I've been enjoying it a lot. I like the plot. And we're going to continue on today. 4 hours of JRPG goodness. Keep in mind, these Final Fantasy IX streams are pretty interactive. You guys have been helping me out with tips and tricks and stuff during the course of the playthrough so far that have come out to be hugely good. Hugely beneficial for, the playthrough. And, also the interactions we get as we talk, as I do this, this grinding combat and stuff. The interactions we get during that kind of stuff make it a more entertaining playthrough. So, looking forward to this, okay? It is a lot more relaxing of a playthrough for sure. Tonight, the return of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. We are in Case 5, about 2 hours into Case 5. And already the case has had ups and downs. And I'm curious to see where it continues. This is basically the second 4 hours of the case itself. We already had like 3 hours of investigation into the murder and now 2 hours into the case. So we are making progress. This is good because today we're halfway through June, okay? And as I told you guys, my goal was to try to finish up Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations by the end of this month, so that we could get to more summer downtime style stuff and not have to worry about, oh no, there's a big lingering playthrough that's been going on forever. So we're making good progress, and if I continue to play around 2 sessions a week, I think we should wrap up the game by the end of the month, which would be great. People were basically saying it's probably 4 to 5 sessions left, okay? And if that's the case, that means, this week, next week, and then one more week, and I should beat Phoenix Wright. Great, right? That's good. That's a good thing. So let's hope for the best. Let's do some good progress on that later tonight. That's my late night stream. Tomorrow we're doing some completely different stuff, all right? I'm going to be going to Borderlands 2 for the first time since the game was a new release last console gen. That was before Direct Capture. That's how long ago it's been since I've played since Borderlands, okay? So, Borderlands 2. There's a new DLC. It's a DLC that bridges the gap between Borderlands 2 and 3. 3 is coming out in September, FYI. So this will be good because it's about 3 to 4 hours long, and it looks like I'm going to probably have co-op partners for it. I believe that we got a few people involved who are excited. One of my mods wants to play, as well as someone who joined me for co-op for Division 2 yesterday. So it looks like I may have at least 3, if not a full party of people for this DLC, which is excellent. And that's going to be tomorrow's main gameplay stream. We'll see how that goes, okay? Now, tomorrow night will be my weekly session of Minecraft that I do once a week. I'm still building up around my town, and building nice gates and other things to make sure the town is safe. So I'm going to continue to do that. And once I'm done with that, then I'm probably going to finally take advantage of the commerce of the town with all the villagers, which I haven't even done yet. I've been so busy trying to defend the town and make the town fancy looking and everything. And I'm going to continue to do that tomorrow night. Okay? Tuesday. Like it, Chase. Tuesday, it's to release the first DLC character for Mortal Kombat 11, Shang Tsung, who was the boss of the original Mortal Kombat 1 and a staple of the franchise over the years. So I'll be checking him out, both in his trials and training mode, then his arcade ladder to see his story ending, and then some online play with him. So that should be a fun session. Tuesday night's my weekly session of Black Ops 4 Blackout in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, my weekly battle royal. And then on Wednesday, more Final Fantasy and more Phoenix Wright to end out my streaming week. As you guys know, Thursdays are typically my day off. And then on Friday, we've got a brand new release with Crash Team Racing's remaster, which I think it's called like Nitro Refueled or something like that. So we've got a jam-packed week full of good stuff. Next week's even more crazy with 3 new releases, including Judgment, The Sunken City, and Super Mario Maker 2. July is going to be a crazy month with Apex Legends Season 2, Stranger Things, the video game, Sea of Solitude, Dragon Quest Builders 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Wolfenstein Youngblood, among other things. I mean, what a crazy jam-packed month July is this year. Very bizarre. We almost never have that, a busy summer month like that, but we do. We got a crazy July. Pretty neat, right? So, awesome stuff coming up. All right, I hope you guys are ready for all the variety and all the fun stuff coming up. Good stuff, right? Also, guys, we did hit the monthly goal for subscribers. And, ladies and gentlemen, finally tonight, I'm going to get to it. Tonight, I'm going to set up on my forums, on my website, thekingofhate.com, the thread by which you can nominate games for this upcoming Viewer's Choice event, since we hit the sub goal. In addition, if you are a patron of mine, all right, if you are someone who actually is pledging to my Patreon, and you have the premium forum access tier perk because you pledge $5 or more, you're going to be able to nominate games as well for priority into the Viewer's Choice event. Okay? So, FYI, whether you're a patron or not, head over to thekingofhate.com today. Register an account because you're going to want to be able to nominate games for this upcoming Viewer's Choice event starting today. All right? And more than likely what's going to happen is this nomination process will happen for about a couple of weeks, maybe through the end of June. And then in early July, I will take a look at what games were nominated, and the ones that were most nominated will make it to a poll by which people will then vote. And the voting more than likely will be like a week to 2 weeks, so that basically by early to mid-July, we have a Viewer's Choice game established for the summer that I will start playing over the course of the summer. Okay? And it could be anything. It could be an RPG. It could be an action-based game. It could be combat, first-person shooter, third-person shooter, puzzle game, visual novel. You know, by then I'll have beaten Phoenix Wright. So who knows? Who knows what you guys are going to nominate and vote? I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever done an open Viewer's Choice. It's always been kind of patron's choice. Only the patrons determine it. Now it's completely open, and I have no clue what's going to happen. Okay? And this is kind of funny because Timbo Slice immediately in the stream chat said, please, no more RPGs. My God, stop with the RPGs. What you got to remember is, previously with the Patron's Choice stuff, patrons always typically kind of picked a Japanese-style game, whether it was Persona, whether it was Yakuza, you know what I mean? Danganronpa. They were always kind of picking a Japanese-style game, so people kind of got like burnt out on that. We're like, man, can you just pick something that's not so Japanese culture-centric? Well, This is going to be open to everybody. So I'm very curious to see what people nominate, okay? Let's go down, Yusuke. Good to see you. What is up, everybody? That Nanomouse says, that's right, Super Mario Sunshine by Japanese Nintendo. Japanese Nintendo. Okay. Alright, guys, so that's the deal, alright? Now we transition over to the Gratuitous Plug segment, where I say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years of being a content creator, where I've been able to share my daily gameplay experiences with all of you, whether it was on demand on YouTube to start, and for the past couple of years, it's been as a full-time streamer here on Twitch. I love what I do for a living. I love the daily interactions we have, all right? It certainly hasn't been an easy journey. You know, there's been many ups and downs, and ever since 2017, when the ad revenue bottom fell out from YouTube because they lost the vast majority of their large advertisers due to the foibles of their own automation and basically destroying their own business model, I have had to find ways to make ends meet and become a full-time streamer here on Twitch, which changed my whole model of content creation up. But I'm going to be honest with you, I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. The interactive and fun streams that we have now feel very organic, and they feel very refreshing and interesting versus what I used to do was kind of getting very stale, just doing the offline kind of commentary gameplay. So I love it, all right? However, you know, my livelihood has changed to the point where now I primarily rely on your contributions here live on the streams to keep things afloat. YouTube ad revenue is incredibly bad at this point. I only upload to YouTube as an archive of my streams, as basically a way to say thank you to those who always viewed me on YouTube and those who cannot watch the streams, but it is not nearly enough to pay the bills. You know what I mean? So, if you love my daily live streams, the amount that I stream is a lot compared to a lot of other people. I mean, 6 days a week full time, right? If you love the archives that I put up on YouTube on DSPGaming, and if you enjoy all this stuff and you want to see it continue, please consider contributing via one of the methods that I am going to discuss right now. First of all, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. I already mentioned one of the great perks is that this month will be priority nominations for the Viewer's Choice event, but there's many other perks on there, including getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, that's going to take place next month, as well as many other things. Please give it a look. Thanks to anyone who is a current pledgee, and thank you to anyone who may give my Patreon a look and consider pledging in the future. It helps a lot, okay? You can check out my Teespring store at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming, where you can buy all kinds of fun themed merchandise. All right, good quality stuff. I can attest because I own a bunch of it. Or if you're here live on the stream, especially during today's Final Fantasy IX stream, which is going to be kind of a slow-paced JRPG, there's tons of opportunity for interactions. If you cheer, sub, or tip during today's live stream, I will give you a verbal shout-out. Now, keep in mind that I do have to keep the shout-outs in line with Twitch's terms of service, as well as kind of keeping a chill vibe here on the stream. I don't want to derail my streams with things like religion or politics or drama or insults, detractor memes, etc. We don't deal with that crap, you know. There's many other places on the internet where you can deal with the drama. This is not one of them. This is a place where you can just hang out with me and have fun and enjoy games on a daily basis. And so it is at my discretion what I say and do on my own stream. There is no obligation for me to say anything. However, I am grateful for all of your contributions, and as long as it doesn't derail the stream, I will absolutely give you a verbal shout-out for any contribution during a stream, okay? Now, as you guys can see, at the top of the screen, we got a stream stats leaderboard where the person who's the top cheerer and top tipper of the day will get credit for their contributions, which is awesome. It's a way to get extra recognition. In addition to that, if you look at the top of your stream chat, you may see a cheering leaderboard that's integrated directly into Twitch itself. And for those who cheer, you'll get up on said leaderboard, you know, as the top 10 cheerers of the week. FYI, today is Sunday. Sunday is the final day of the week for that leaderboard. Then it resets weekly, so it resets overnight. So if you're up there or you want to get up there for it to be one of the top 10 cheerers of the week, today is your opportunity to do it. It's the last chance to get up there and get noticed for your contributions, all right? I'm actually going to read that leaderboard a little bit later on the pre-stream. Okay. So, guys, basically every kind of contribution is much appreciated, all right? Just being very honest with you, everything helps, but if you want to tip me, tipping me helps me a little bit more than everything else, because I would say it allows me to put that money towards stuff immediately. You know, whether it's bills or in this particular case, with all the games that are going to be coming out in the next few weeks, like any tip funds that I raise are going to be going straight towards game cost, okay? So you're talking, you know, Crash Team Racing, Judgment, Sunken City, Super Mario Maker 2, just within the next week. So please consider tipping me if you'd like to help in that regard. There's 2 ways that you can tip me. If you look below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click, or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up the tips link that you can click on. Both methods will take you to my PayPal tips page. And FYI, if you do decide to tip me, you can be anonymous. You don't have to put up your real name, and that will hide your identity. And in addition, you don't need a PayPal account to actually tip me. You can use a debit or credit card right through the PayPal tips page, okay? Now, in addition to that, if you would just like to maybe outright donate a game that you know I'm going to be playing, if you look below my Twitch stream, I have a new panel here on my Twitch page where I basically list the games I'm planning on covering for the next couple of months. And if you're like, man, I'd like to donate this game to help out Phil, you can. Contact me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. That's my email. And we can talk back and forth a little bit about it. A lot of people have sent me PSN codes and the like to buy games and or just download the games outright to use on my streams. I appreciate any kind of contribution, but that's one of the good ones because that means I don't have to drop any money for a game coming up, you know, and that definitely helps out. Okay? Good? Sound good? All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. And, you know, thanks very much for that. Okay. All right, guys. So now, I believe it is time to move on to the plugs segment. And during this segment, what I will do is I will give you shout-outs for contributions. All right, for things that you guys have contributed. In particular, we only have one shout-out so far. I don't know if anyone's going to contribute on the pre-stream here, but we got one shout-out overnight. Someone named Rufus tipped me $1.22. And now, one of the weirdest messages I've ever seen. You get ready for this, guys. My pelvis grows stronger with each day. Your punishment awaits you. What the fuck does that mean? I have no idea at all what the hell that means. But okay. Thank you very much for the $1.22 tip overnight. Very bizarre. Oh, that's a direct threat, huh? It's a direct threat. I don't know what's going on. All right. What I would like to do is I would like to read out a shout out for the top 10 cheerers of the week. As I said, today is the last opportunity for that leaderboard to be in effect before it resets overnight. So I definitely want to give props to those who have been cheering this week and you know, contributing. So thanks for that. Let's go ahead and read the top 10 cheerers of the week. Here we go. Let me click on this. All right. So, in 10th place this week, we've got Zugarook. 9th place goes to Westside Rascal. We actually have a tie for 7th place between DJ Sandex and Epin FX, I guess it's pronounced. No, excuse me. No, I screwed that up. Oh, man. I screwed that up completely. Let's try that again. We have a tie for 7th place between DJ Sandex and George T. Dawson. I read it wrong. In 6th place, we've got Apin FX. Okay? 5th place goes to DJ Runo. 4th place is 4335. 3rd place by only 22 bits, Vote Democrat. 2nd place, Last Hope 387. And 1st place this week by a large margin, Nihilistic Goldfish. So thank you all of you for all the contributions. Much appreciated. We actually have a couple that just came in, but I need to reload my page because it did not refresh here. Oh, this laptop, man. Oh my god, my laptop will not load, man. Alright, hold on guys, I'm battling my laptop. Give me a minute here to get it to refresh here. Okay, sorry, man. Okay, it's finally reloading. All right, so it looks like Vote Democrat cheered, which makes him the top cheerer of the day. I'm going to put him up there. He says, I got a chicken cheesesteak for this stream. Do you prefer chicken or regular cheesesteak? Well, first of all, I'm curious, where did you get it from? Because the only place I know you can get a chicken cheesesteak from is Jersey Mike's, which is a, sub sandwich shop chain in the United States. And I absolutely love Jersey Mike's fresh chicken cheesesteak. Reason being, they make it fresh for you right in front of you on the grill. I mean, that's the freshest you can get. They cook it live, right in front of you. Typically, I get lettuce and tomato, and they add bacon, and obviously regular cheese and some ranch sauce. Sometimes I'll get some extra stuff, extra veggies and stuff. It depends, and also salt and pepper on there is really good. So that's the chicken cheesesteak I get. Okay, Vote Democrats, I got it from my local market. Oh, wow, that's awesome, dude. And when you get it fresh, it's really good. Now, compared to regular cheesesteak, I like a Philly cheesesteak with, roasted beef. And, there's different things you can put on that. Some people put horseradish to give it a kick. Some people will just put, melty cheese. Sometimes it's cheddar. Sometimes it's American with some mayo and some lettuce and tomato and stuff. Or some people don't do lettuce and tomato. They like mushrooms or peppers and stuff. I like them both. I would say, for my own personal tastes, in recent years, I probably like the chicken cheesesteak better because I just really love the one at Jersey Mike's. But, I'm not saying that Philly cheesesteak isn't good. It absolutely is. But for me, I have to stay away from red meats and not eat it very often. So, it would be a rarity that I would get it. If I did, that would be like my red meat for the week. So yeah, there you go. Dream Music says, we have a Charlie's that does the same thing and it's delicious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that too. Charlie's is another chain of sandwich shops in the United States that does that. I've never been to one, but yeah, anyone that does the fresh cheesesteak at all, if they're going to take that food and cook it fresh right in front of you, that's what you got to go for, man. Don't go to friggin' Subway where everything they have was made like months prior and sitting either under a heat lamp or it's ice cold. They just put it in a fucking oven to warm it up. It's like, dude, no, I want the fresh cooked right in front of me, man. That's what I want. Forget Subway. That's disgusting. Okay. Shout out to Darkside Phil, who tipped me $1. So apparently I tipped myself $1, except that this Darkside Phil spelled with an I and not a Y, so it's not me. And they said, I'm here for the pre-streams and I'm going back to watching your recent MLB vids. You make the game interesting, makes me want to get it. Happy Father's Day. You the best. Thank you very much to Darkside Phil for tipping me. Very nice. Let me go ahead and get you up here on the leaderboard. Let's see here. Ah, shit. There we go. The first $1 tip. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree. Subway bread is disgusting. Because, here's the thing. Again, a lot of people don't know this because I talked about this in previous videos like Ask the King. I used to live in Connecticut, 1 block away from the original Subway store. My parents still live 1 block away from where the original Subway store used to be. Of course, they closed and now it's a T-Mobile. But in the original Subway, it used to be called Pete's Subs before he sold out and made it Subway and then made it a giant national chain. And they used to have fresh baked bread. All right, they used to bake the bread. First of all, they used to bring the bread in from a local bakery. So it was fresh baked bread every morning that you would eat all day. Then later on, they started baking the bread in-house themselves. But now, the bread you get at Subway is absolutely terrible. What it is pre-made dough that's mass-produced in a factory, and it's refrigerated or frozen and then thawed, and then they just toss it in the oven. So you're talking bread that was made months ago, not fresh whatsoever, tons of preservatives and shit. It used to contain something that's an ingredient of rubber. I'm not even kidding, because they wanted it to last super long. So they would put this ingredient in it that made it last long, but it was ingredient that's put into actual rubber. So they took that out of it, by the way, when people complained. But it's not everything at Subway it's hilarious. Their slogan is Subway Eat Fresh. I'm not kidding you. That's the biggest fucking hypocrisy ever. Nothing in Subway is fresh. Everything there is old. The food, like the meat, was pre-made months ago at a factory, mass-produced, pre-packaged, and sat in a refrigerator for 1,000,000 years. The bread is old. made in a factory, just tossed into an oven to basically warm it up. Even the vegetables, they mass produce those. And then they just put them out, but they're refrigerated for days on end. So you're talking like week-old vegetables you're eating. Everything at Subway is not fresh. There's not a single thing there that's fresh. Yet their slogan is eat fresh. I just don't understand why anyone would eat a Subway. I really don't. They're fucking gross, man. Compared to so many other places. I can't imagine why a single person would eat a Subway when there's so many better choices. I'm just saying, but people still do. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Thoughts on Subway chicken? It's not even chicken. It's like flavorless. It's like flavorless gelatin. It really is. Subway chicken, like, how do you eat it? You're like, there's no flavor at all. It doesn't taste like anything. It's like completely vapid of any kind of enjoyment when you eat it. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Iwojo did 100-bit cheers. He said, good morning, Phil. Hope you have a good day today. I'm available if you need another play for Borderlands 2 DLC. To my knowledge, I have at least 2 people already. I'm not sure if a third person already is going to play or not. But what I would say is email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com, and let me know your PSN name. So I need to know, the deal with your details. Give me your deets, as they say. And what I'll do is basically a first-come, first-served basis dependent on availability and everything going on. We'll see who can get into the DLC with me tomorrow, okay? Rufus tipped me another $1.01 saying, I'm counting down the days my thunder thighs will strike twice like lightning. What the fuck is going on? What the hell does that mean? I have no idea. This Rufus person is being very bizarre. There you go. I guess it's some kind of a meme. Who knows? But thank you for the dollar tip regardless. Okay. Vote Democrat cheered again. And he says, now that I think about it, how are Subways still in business? It's very simple. There's 2 reasons why Subway is still in business, okay? Number 1, their food is not fried. If you think of all other fast food places, most places fry their food. A couple exceptions, Burger King grill, flame grills. But most fast food is just a bunch of unhealthy fried shit. Subway doesn't fry their stuff. Now, I'm not saying their stuff is healthy, but if you're looking at fat content, cholesterol content, etc., in general, Subway actually is healthier to eat than the fried fast food. So it's an alternative to that that's better for you. That's number 1, okay? Number 2, Subway really about 10 plus years ago made huge headway with their $5 footlong program, all right? When they started doing this discount program, they pulled in a ridiculous amount of new business, all right? And the thing is, they don't even do the $5 footlong anymore. They got rid of it, the $5, 12-inch sandwich. But they brought in a ridiculous amount of customers to the business, and they're thinking, oh, this is a discount sandwich shop for $5, which, by the way, is the same cost as like a burger somewhere else. You get a giant sandwich, okay? But they don't do it anymore. What they actually have is they have a discount menu. I think it's like a $5, $6, $7 menu or something like that, where, yes, you could still get some subs $5, but all it is like turkey. That's it. A few slices of turkey with a few veggies and the bread. That's it. It's like bare bones. Anything good is more expensive than that. But still, it brought in that clientele a decade ago of people in this mindset, I'm going to get a giant sandwich for $5, $6, or $7 versus if I go to like, McDonald's or whatever, it's like $7 for a combo, but that combo isn't great. It's bad for you, and it's not as filling as a giant Subway sandwich. Truth of the matter is, Subway's mostly filler. It's bread and a few veggies and very little meat on most of their sandwiches. If you want a decent amount of meat, you have to pay extra money, but a lot of people don't care about that. They just want to fill their stomach. They don't care what they're putting in it, right? So in reality, you've got the misconception that Subway sandwiches are healthier than other fast food, when in reality they're really not. It's just not fried. And you've got the misconception that Subway is a better value for the dollar, when in reality it's not. It's like a lot of misconceptions about Subway thanks to really good marketing. And people buy into it and they think that for some reason it's good, when in reality it's not. Okay? So there you go. No advice tipped $1 asking why they were banned. You're banned because you're a detractor. I know who you are. Your name is a fucking meme. I'm not stupid. Subway tipped me $5 and said, Phil, accept your influence payment for the month. Wow. If you think that that's influence and a positive influence payment. So thank you, Subway, for tipping me $5. That's right. I'm here to promote Subway, if you guys didn't know. What I've done is subliminal messaging. Even though everything I've told you about Subway is bad, you're gonna go get a Subway after this pre-stream because now you're craving it because I mentioned it so much, right? So anyway, thank you, Subway, for the $5 tip. Subway, eat fresh. Go to your local Subway right now. Yeah, right. No, like, seriously, there's a lot better places. I would say Jersey Mike's is the best one out here, but there's like Potbelly too. Potbelly, oh my god, they have some really good gourmet level sandwiches. I've only been there like twice, but they got some really good stuff. I used to personally love Quiznos. Quiznos used to have this amazing chicken sandwich. I think it was like chicken carbonara. They also had like an Angus steak sub, and they were amazing, but I haven't seen a Quiznos in a million years. I think they've almost all gone out of business, which sucks because Quiznos was so much better. Higher grade meats, higher grade bread, tasty spreads. So I don't know what happened to them, but they're mostly gone at this point, okay? That sucks. Now, some people say, oh, not Potbelly, Jimmy John's. Personally, I don't think Jimmy John's is so great. I think it's kind of like Subway +1. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost exactly the same, only maybe their food tastes a little better. So I don't really like Jimmy John's myself. But there's a few others, too. Like, someone said Charlie's. I heard Charlie's is really good. But I've never been to a Charlie's. You know, so maybe a few other places. But, yeah, it's weird. Quiznos used to have 2 or 3 ones in Connecticut when I lived there. They all closed. Then I came out here to Washington, and there was a Quiznos near me, and that closed. All the Quiznos closed everywhere where I ever was. Try Firehouse subs. I think I had a Firehouse sub a long time ago. In Connecticut, they had one, and I think it was really good, but that was like when I was in high school. Okay, let's see. Okay, Phil tipped me $1, says I am delusional. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. I'm delusional, but you're the one sending me $1 tip, so thanks very much for that. And then I got another $1 tip from Rufus saying, I've got a football. Let's try this again. He said, I got a footlong meatball sub for you. Ugh. So that's the one thing like I would never get. I would never get a meatball sub. Why? I'll tell you why. Number one, because I can make my own meatballs at home. My family recipe. And I have various ways I can make them. I can make them plain meatballs. I can make them cheesy. I can make them with spice, like pepper and red pepper. And so there's variations of meatballs I could do at home, and they're really good fresh. So that's better than anything I'm going to get on a sub anyway. But number two, any meatballs you usually get at any kind of a sandwich shop are very old frozen meatballs. And that means they're bereft of flavor. You know, to me, it's like, I can't eat that. You know, like, I already had the best fresh meatballs you can make. Why would I want to eat, you know, some fucking flavorless frozen meatball from somewhere else? So, not going to do that. I'm just not going to do it. Am I Italian? I am 1/4 Italian. Spitzer, he's asking. My mom is 50-50, half Italian, half Polish. And my dad is a bunch of mix of European countries, so I'm about 1/4 Italian. Yes. Usually says, are Firehouses trash or garbage sandwiches? Yeah, I wouldn't know. I haven't had Firehouse sandwiches since, like, the 90s. So I couldn't tell you, what the hell they're like now, 20 years later. Okay. So now that we've had a thorough discussion about Subway sandwiches, submarine sandwiches today. I don't know how we got into this. I actually don't remember at all how we got into this discussion. Actually, wasn't it Vote Democrat? Asking if I like the chicken cheese steak. I think that's how we got into it now that I'm thinking about it, right? Vote Democrat just did 111-bit cheers and fuck gaming. Let's just talk about food for 4 hours. Whatever, you want to? Let's do a foodie show. A foodie show. Yeah. Sounds great. Reminds me of the episode of The Simpsons where they became foodies. It's funny because for the longest time, like, no one really cared about this stuff. Then Food Network came out on TV, and then all of a sudden, like, everyone wanted to talk about food. And now it's like a big thing on the internet and everything. Food is like huge, so. A food podcast? All right. The food podcast. Today we're going to talk about different kinds of food. It's my new show, Phil's Foodie Extravaganza. There you go. Why can we talk about food but not get a DSP Tries It? Asks Anthropomorphic Crab. I've explained this many times. I'll explain it again. There's two reasons. Number one, because DSP Tries It became a huge hassle in my life. I want to just eat. I don't want to have to sit down, set up a camera, record, and hold off from eating. It's incredibly frustrating to have to do that. It was one thing when I was a bachelor and I had all the time of the day to film and do whatever because I was filming offline. I wasn't live streaming. You know, we're talking back in Connecticut days. Before I even live streamed. Now that I'm on a set schedule and I have limited time to do all the things that I need to do, actually having to film instead of eat is incredibly annoying. Number two, DSP Tries It ended because YouTube had insanely plummeting ad revenue, and it was actually costing me more money to make the show than I was getting on the show. So, for example, I would make a DSP Tries It that got between 5,000 to 10,000 views, and I would make about $5 on the video. And it would cost me like $10 or more to get the food for the video. So it didn't make any sense to do it anymore. You know, there was one time, and I'm not exaggerating here, there was one time I would put out a DSP Tries It, and it would make like $50 a video. Now, not so much anymore, okay? Alrighty then. Timbo Slice cheered and said, Pizza Hut changed their pan pizza after 30 years. It is nasty as heck. People are bashing Pizza Hut for it. A fail. Never change something that's not bad. Really? They did? Now, I haven't had a pan pizza from Pizza Hut in a million years. In fact, I can't even tell you the last time I got Pizza Hut because I don't like it anymore. I actually used to like Pizza Hut, and then they screwed it up terribly, in my opinion, and changed their menu many times and made it worse and worse and worse to now the point I actually think Pizza Hut is worse than Domino's, because I think in Domino's, at least what you can do, you can order their New York style pizza, and even though it's very salty, it's still kind of like normal pizza. But like Pizza Hut, I don't think any of their pizza is good anymore, but I haven't had their pan pizza in years. So now you're saying they changed their pan pizza too? You know, that's terrible. As rare as it would that I order pizza, I would not order Pizza Hut. I would either order like Papa John's, or I would order Domino's, like New York style, or I would order from a local place out here. I would not order from Pizza Hut. So, okay, Phil, Timmy, another $1 says, okay, so people who donate are delusional. Got it? No, just you. You're the only one. You're literally the only person who's delusional because you apparently don't like me, but you just keep giving me money. So you're just stupid as hell. You don't seem to understand. We're not talking about me. We're not talking about anyone else. We're just talking about you. You are the dummy here. You. Wow, 007 Blaine, what's going on, man? So 007 Blaine just is stopped by. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. He just tipped me $25. Thank you very much, 007 Blaine. That gets him up as the top tipper of the day on the leaderboard, obviously. Thank you very much, Blaine, for that contribution. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, very nice. There we go. Updated. Hope you're doing well, man. Vote Democrat cheered again and said, how about a new tier of Patreon that buys DSP Tries It, like a $40 tier? Again, Vote Democrat, that's only one factor. I mean, I'll be very honest with you, okay? If there wasn't the other factor involved, I still would have done DSP Tries It. In fact, I did. If you don't remember, like revenue on DSP Tries It plummeted, I'd say probably around 2015, 2016. Yet I kept doing it for another 1 to 2 years. The reason I stopped doing it ultimately was the time factor. Like, I'm on a set schedule now, so I stream the first stream, I upload, I head downstairs, spend a tiny bit of time with my wife, usually before she goes to work. Sometimes we eat dinner together, sometimes we can't even do that, okay? Then, I'm eating dinner, cleaning up after dinner, doing errands around the house. A lot of the times I'm setting up for the next stream, then boom, on to the next stream, working, uploading, doing stuff after, and then my wife usually comes home from work, and I get to spend maybe an hour or two with her before we go to sleep. Like, my day is jam-packed with actions and stuff to do, like boom, boom, boom. Now you're saying, oh, now, instead of just eating, I'm going to go out and get fast food, which means I have to drop money on it. I have to spend time going to buy the food. I have to come home, set up filming, film the thing, review this fast food seriously, which honestly, I don't even care about reviewing fast food anymore, just being honest with all of you. And doing all, you see what I mean? Like, it's not just, a money factor. Oh, if we pay Phil $40, will he do it? That's not the deal. The deal here is it's too much of a hassle and a time constraint. Plus, the other thing is, I have all but phased fast food out of my diet. At the most, I probably eat fast food 1 to 2 times a month, if that. Okay? It's a rarity. It's like, oh man, we don't have time to cook, or something went wrong with the meal. We have to run out and grab something as a replacement or something. Then we'll get fast food. It's very rare when Kat and I would eat fast food. So, it's very different. I used to eat fast food at least once a week, if not more, to do DSP Tries It, and now I just don't do it anymore. Okay? So, it's very different, okay? It's not a money factor exclusively, even though that is one of the considerations. It's mostly a time constraint and hassle kind of a deal where I just don't really care anymore. I know there's been tons of fast food. There have been new burgers at Wendy's. See, I know all about it. There's the new burgers at Wendy's. There's the new replacement meat burger at Burger King, where it's like I don't even know what they call it, but I guess it's supposed to be like the vegan burger. There's all this stuff that I know you guys would probably love to see me do DSP Tries It on, but the series is dead, guys. Like, I've kind of explained this a million times. It's not really going to come back unless there's, like, really a reason, a special reason for me to do it. Like, maybe a notable anniversary or something so huge that I absolutely have to try it. But outside of that, it's not really coming back. It's not going to be a thing, guys, okay? Judicious Echoes. Did a 200-bit cheers that you should do a stream on YouTube with DSP Tries It already made. Turn on Super Chat and see if it's worthwhile. Couldn't do that, Judicious Echoes. If you're not aware, when you live stream, okay, you sign an agreement saying I will only make money on one platform. I'm not kidding. Both YouTube and Twitch force you to do this. So technically, if I were to ever stream anything on YouTube with Super Chat and anyone contributed anything, I'm violating the rule set of said website who I'm not streaming on. So, for example, if I stream on YouTube, Twitch could kick me out of their program and say, well, you violated us. You violated our legal agreement with you. So you can't do that. So there you go. Okay. But thank you, Judicious Echoes, for the 200-bit cheer. You're the top cheer of the day. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. There we go, 200 bits. Thank you. DSP Tries Subs tipped me $1 and says the following. Hold on. I'll center my leaderboard here now. He says, Firehouse Subs is amazing. They're delicious. Food Network is a great station. Jimmy John's is decent. It's been a while since I ate Subway. How about we talk about chicken now? KFC, Popeyes, and Churches. Zaxby's chicken. Chick-Tilla? I think I meant to say Chick-fil-A. Domino's is the best. Out of everything you just mentioned, I've never had Church's chicken. I don't like KFC. I think they're greasy and gross. Popeyes is amazing. Popeyes is always fresh, crispy breading, very well seasoned. Never heard of Zaxby's. And just recently, when I was getting over my cold, remember how I had a bad cold about a month ago? I went and I tried Chick-fil-A for the first time, and I got a spicy chicken sandwich, and that thing was fucking really good, and I was sick, so I couldn't even taste it fully, and I thought it was good. So can you imagine if I actually could have tasted it fully, what I would have thought? And I told Kat, I said, we got to go back there sometime, because it wasn't fair that I could only half taste everything. I want to go back and see with full flavored taste what I think. All right. Thank you for the $1 tip. Let's continue. Westside Rascal is resubbed for 3 months. Thank you, Westside Rascal, for the sub. And Hank just tipped me $10 and said, all set for another 4 hours of JRPG fun. Thank you very much, Hank, for the $10 tip. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Dream Music says, I am the fucking man because Popeyes is so fucking boss. Dude, not only do I love the Popeyes breading on the chicken, but, like, they actually care about their food. You can see they put that shit out fresh all the time. And they have a ridiculous amount of tasty dipping sauces, too. They've got, like, barbecue, honey mustard, hot sauce, sweet and sour sauce. Every, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 kinds of sauce. And they all taste different. So if you get a thing of chicken tenders, you get, like, 2, 3 kinds of sauce and get completely different flavors out of it. I love Popeyes. My only complaint, there's no Popeyes near me. The closest one is over 20 minutes away here. So it's like a drive if I want to get Popeyes. So I almost never get it. Kat and I went to Popeyes once since she moved in last year. And she was like, oh my God, this is so good. I was like, I know, but why do we have to fucking drive so far to get it? It sucks. Okay. All right. Vote Democrat today. 222-bit cheers is the only sauce that belongs on chicken is ranch. Real talk. I agree and disagree. I love ranch, especially with chicken. I think you're right. You're right. I do like ranch with chicken. It tastes good. I like ranch with turkey as well. And you know when you're talking like a chicken finger or chicken strips, tenders or whatever you want to call them, ranch does go very well with that, and I agree with you completely. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of different things. Honey mustard goes well with it. Barbecue goes well with it. Some people like honey. I've never tried that, but some people say dipping it in honey is really good. I like variety. There you go. Iwojo just did a 300-bit cheer. So now Iwojo is the top cheer of the day. Seems like we got some competition for top cheerer of the day, which is awesome. Thank you guys for the support. Iwojo says, Popeyes is incredible and Church's is okay. See, I've never had Church's chicken. If you guys remember, you guys want a throwback? Way back when, in 2009, before I ever made a penny doing YouTube, I did a playthrough of Afro Samurai on the Xbox 360, and inside of the game box, this is back when I actually bought physical games and the game boxes had shit inside of them, was a coupon for Church's chicken. And I was like, my jaw fucking dropped. I was like, first of all, have you ever seen a food coupon inside of a game box? No. They chose to put it inside of Afro Samurai, like saying, well, if you're black and you play this game, you're gonna want Church's chicken, so go get some money off. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, this is total racist placement. And to this day, I still can't get over that. Church's chicken inside of Afro Samurai. They might as well put a fucking coupon in there to buy watermelon and fucking collard greens and, you know, every stereotypically insulting thing about being an African American. You might as well just put it all in there, right? Every possible fucking thing, you know. Why don't put some fucking sneaker coupons in there, you know, for whatever the hot sneakers are. You know, it's like, what the fuck, man? It was so... Orange soda, says Ricky Smith. Yeah, every possible thing. Fanta. Put a Fanta coupon in there. You know. Why not? It's fucked up. I was actually personally, like, insulted and blown away that shit was in there. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, Vote Democrat just did a 333-bit cheer and said, I got a coupon for grape soda in my Boondock Season 3 DVD collection. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's get him up on the leaderboard. Vote Democrat is now the top cheer of the day. Thank you very much. Okay, so everyone, thank you for your contributions and the fun discussion here on pre-stream. This has been an interesting pre-stream for sure. And I certainly hope that you enjoyed the pre-stream, everyone. Thank you again for the contributions. We haven't even started with the game yet, and the contributions are great. And the discussion's been great. Thank you for that, everybody. I guess now we will end the pre-stream. Let us jump back into Final Fantasy IX again. Very interactive stream, so let's keep the discussion and fun stuff going. And you know, thanks. I want to say thanks to everyone who's helped me with this playthrough so far. It's been pretty good, I think, because of the advice you've been giving me, and I can't wait for more today. So here we go. All right, guys, thank you. Let's go ahead and end the pre-stream and begin with actual gameplay. Let's end it with actual gameplay. Sound good? All right. All right, let's do it. Here we go.